Breaking instruction into centers and stations is an awesome way to reach more students more effectively, but it often spreads the teacher thin. Here are 5 ways technology can and should support this process. The first is by enhancing instruction. The best differentiation model steers clear of the babysitter mentality. You often see this when centers are named for the technology that they're using. The center should always be focused on the skill they are developing, as many tools could be used to accomplish the skill development, and a specific tool could be used to develop a variety of skills. In this example, a student is learning to determine probability thanks to the resources and interactivity the teacher has designed. They might also use Nearpod at an evidence-based writing center, or used a combination of tools to enrich close reading skills like QR codes and Google Forms. Through this lens, teachers use technology to support objectives and questioning that they've constructed. There are many great apps and programs that provide engaging content, but are scripted and don't allow the teacher to be flexible or have control of the instructional plan. These resources may line up with student needs occasionally and can be used to enrich skill development, but tools that let teachers create instruction will be appropriate consistently. These tools can be looked at as the skeleton of instructional protocols, where the interactive pieces become routine and the content changes. You may develop protocols for pre-teaching vocabulary or using quick research strategies to build background knowledge and interest. Technology also creates digital collaboration opportunities. In this example, Schoology's discussion tool is being gamified to add a little intrigue to the conversation. The first participant shares an example. The second participant breaks down that example, and the third participant makes a connection. The 3 components make a chain, and this creates a sort of monopoly effect, and turns the typical discussion on its head. There are lots of great ways to build in collaboration without giving up control as the instructional designer. Some examples include editing a shared presentation in real time, participating in a video or text discussion with classes from other schools, building a project together in Minecraft, testing each other's designs, and so much more. One of the reasons centers can be so challenging for teachers is the difficulty in providing students meaningful feedback in a timely fashion. Technology can lessen this burden. Technology can help provide automatic, long-lasting feedback that allows students to interact and see a clear path for growth. In this example, students are given some incomplete information, or an open loop, that they need to make sense of. To do this, they submit their theories to a Google form, and then check the associated spreadsheet to see if any patterns emerge. As they submit their theories about what should be happening with the incomplete information, they are guided by color-changing cells that respond to their information. In this case, they're trying to determine if what operation is taking place between the numbers on the left and the numbers on the right. Identifying the operation in their explanation will change the cells certain colors, and identifying the number by which the operation is happening will change the number cell a certain color. Students can check their accuracy by seeing if their colors line up. This is often referred to as conditional formatting, in that the resulting feedback depends on the student input. There are lots of tools that can be manipulated to respond to student input. This encourages risk and reflection on the part of the student because they see steps to move forward. This is in contrast to the finality of grading their performance. There are many programs that provide this kind of responsive feedback, but also take over as the instructor. There are many more that can be designed to provide your students what you know they need. Engagement is one of the most impactful yet elusive factors in successful learning. How do you maintain student interest in something that is not already inherently interesting to them? How do you continue to maintain that engagement when a student is at a center and you can't be with them to be sure? While it's dangerous to say technology is a magic fix, it's fair to say technology opens pathways to engagement that are difficult to access without it. In this example, a student is trying to make sense of cryptic, mysterious information in order to unlock several locks, kind of like an escape room. Adding a little mystery to the station makes the student more likely to interact with it in a meaningful way. Things like providing students choice and autonomy, seeking relevance in student lives, and adjusting to provide the right amount of challenge are all considerations that will increase engagement. You can see these elements expertly crafted in games, and we can borrow these designs to make instruction feel more like a game. There are many great tools and programs that provide leveled content to meet students where they are. Many more make it easy to duplicate and tweak content to fit your individual student needs. Technology also brings with it an authentic audience that wouldn't otherwise be accessible within the walls of your school. Technology can and should impact not just how students receive and interact with information, but how they demonstrate their learning. There are so many great ways for students and technology to come together and create something wonderful. In this example, a student is going to build a house in Minecraft. This digital sandbox gives them tons of tools and asks them to make some creative choices. They get to make choices about materials and design. They get to make mistakes and revisions. They get to construct their imagination, whether their prompt is to practice writing dialogue, recreate an important scene from their reading, or demonstrate how a simple machine works. They are building in an open-ended environment that not only gives them autonomy, but gives the teacher a window into their thought process, their perspective, their interests, and more. This is one of many great ways students can use technology to express themselves and their learning. Other examples include digital posters, stop-motion videos, blogs, comic book creators, digital surveys, music production software, and so much more.